Hi everyone. So after reading Hannah, Nick's, and Megan's stories and watching Hannah and Nick's self-analysis videos, I thought I could come up with a couple notes of my own that I thought were kind of interesting. So in relation to Hannah's story, I don't know if she mentioned this if in her video exactly, but growing up in southern Texas, at least in the area that I was raised, if you came across a ladybug or a ladybug landed on you, it was symbolized as like luck or good fortune. So I thought that was really interesting to find in her short story that the ladybug was present more than once, and that hi honey, that both times were for luck when she was born, and Hannah was almost lost and her mother was almost lost, and then when 9/11 happened, the luck that their dad, who's usually always on time and early, is late. I'm sorry, my cat has separation anxiety again. And then for Megan's story, it also has all of the stories have the family factor, but Megan's story also has a deep connect to the family factor, and both of them have happy endings, and the fact that, but everyone lived, and everyone was with their family, they weren't disconnected. I like the fact that Megan included the part where the schools told the children what happened instead of parents telling the kids, especially I think the girl was Lindsay, who was 7 years old. I completely agree that should have been a parent thing and not a teacher thing, regardless of how much we teachers view our students as our children. That's not our job, and something as catastrophic and potentially damaging that's too much to take in, and I think those teachers should have been reprimanded appropriately for that, but they probably weren't. And for Nick's story, I felt like I aligned with the most in regards to 9/11, because I don't know about the other people in this class, but I was born in 2000. I grew up with my cousins who were 90s babies, and they tell me all the time, well, they used to tell me all the time, and teachers told me all the time, like how Nick states how our lives are shaped by 9/11 and how the world's never going to be the same for us. But like Nick said, like our world never changed. We just grew into it. And people's earliest memories are around 3 and 3.5 years of age. And so we're people who were born between 2000 and 2003, we're not going to remember any of that at all. We grew up with TSA. We grew up with institutional Islamophobia and racism. And that was our world. That's what we grew into. And now, growing up and become self-aware of everything, we're working against the Islamophobia, working against institutional racism. The TSA is still there, as it should be, because people are crazy. But as you said, like the world never changed for us, and I can relate with Nick in the fact that sometimes, growing up, I would feel guilty about not feeling bad about what happened, if that makes sense. Like several students and I made note that we felt like we had to fake feeling empathy for this moment in time. And in middle school and in high school, we would have 9/11 day, and we would watch countless documentaries on it, countless videos on it. And and while watching that, it did make us feel something, but also we weren't in the moment, and the fact that we were in proximity with people who were in that moment, it made us feel like we had to feel something, and if we didn't, we were just bad people. So, thank you.